Introduction to Trans Healthcare. My job is to make sure that we're all using common language. So we're going to talk about some definitions and constructs. And a lot of you have good experience in the field, but some of you are rather new. And so we want to make sure we're all speaking some common language and have some common ideas, particularly looking also at the WPATH competency framework for understanding what we feel are really important domains for care that is compassionate and informed for the trans and gender diverse communities. So we'll be talking a little bit about all those domain areas. So we will own this as a North American historical cultural narrative, but it is common to many cultures. But I don't want to assume that it's true for all cultures. So what I want to describe here is that basically this is what I call a ladder of assumptions. And that is that at birth, we have assumed that we can determine there are people who are given a male gender marker. They are assigned a male gender marker. That's language we use, or designated male at birth. And that is a thing that is done to all of us without our consent at birth. And then it is assumed that people who have been assigned that male gender marker are going to grow into individuals who have the gender identity of being a man. Gender identity is a relatively recent term. It wasn't really even around a few decades ago because the assumptions were so entrenched that somebody who was assigned a male gender marker was going to be growing up and being a man, identifying as a man. And then along with that, there was an assumption that person would display their gender, they'd express themselves in ways that were considered masculine. And that part of that assumption was also that those individuals would be attracted to women. So there's this whole last ladder of assumptions. Similarly, there are assumptions made for people assigned female at birth. This is typically based on external genitalia if it was done at birth. And then they were assumed to grow into being identifying as women, and then having feminine gender expression and being attracted to men. So we're going to deconstruct this ladder of assumptions a bit today, among other things. So first we need to really look at the assignment of